Hello and welcome to PrepEve, where we revolutionize how you prepare for IELTS. Today we'll be starting with the next kind of question which you would be encountering in your reading section. Yes, we'll understand how short answer questions look like and what you got to do to answer them correctly. What is the examiner trying to assess when they're giving you this short answer question? They are trying to assess the ability to locate and understand the precise information in the text. Yes, the questions in your reading comprehension or the reading section would comprise of some short answer questions which would be given to you to assess whether you can locate and understand the precise information that is given to you in the text. Alright, so this is what they are trying to assess. Now let's have a look at what the question is going to look like. So the question would have some 4-5 questions. I mean, out of the 40 questions, maybe some 3, 4 or 5 questions would end up being short answer questions. So the short answer question starts with some instructions. Instructions are given to you, and followed by those instructions are few questions. They could be question number 20, 21, 22. So they'll ask you some questions and you have to answer them according to the instructions. The instruction could say no more than 2 words, no more than 1 word, no more than 2 words or numbers. So words or numbers. So you need to read the instruction carefully and only answer how the instructions ask you to answer. For example, the instruction says that you have to answer the questions in just 1 word. Then if you write more than 1 word and if you do not follow the instructions, your answer would become incorrect and you would lose out on 1 mark. So do not do that whenever you're addressing such questions. The first and the foremost thing is to underline your instructions. Whether it's saying 2 or 3 words, no more than 3 words, it could also be 3 words. It could be 1 word, it could be 2 or more words. So depending upon the instructions, you have to answer your questions. So that's the first and the foremost thing here. Then your questions are given to you. You have to answer those questions in your answer sheet. Alright, so this would be against question number 20, 21 would be here, 22 would be here. There would be boxes and you have to give your answers here. Make sure your spellings are correct, and also when you're picking up the words from the passage, you need to be careful that you're using them in the right manner according to these instructions that are given to you. Alright, then there's another question that comes or that pops up quite often, is that, for example, the answer to question number 22 is some year. For example, the year of independence. So that's 1947 in case of India. Alright, 1947. So if India got independent in 1947, then what would you write here? Would you write the numbers? Would you write the figures? Would you write it in words? How would you write it? It's your choice. The answer is going to be correct either way. So you can also write, for example, the answer is 8. You can write 8 or you can write EIGHT. Both answers would be correct. So that is one thing. The other thing that is commonly asked is about the hyphenated words. If a word has hyphen in it, is it counted as 1 word or 2 words? It is counted as 1 word. So in case you're writing some hyphenated words and the instruction says that you have to write in no more than 1 word, then if the answer comes out to be some hyphenated word, do not panic, because that's the right answer and you can use hyphenated words and write them because they are considered to be 1 word. Alright, so this is how your question would look like. There will be some instructions, then it would be followed by a few questions. The number of questions could be variable. It could be 3 questions, 4 questions, 5 questions, depending upon your reading passage, and You have to answer to them in your answer sheet, and you have to adhere to the instructions. If the instruction says no more than 3 words, you have to write your answer in lesser than 3 words. Alright, so this is how your question would look like. Let's move on and understand the strategy or how we should be going about and addressing such questions. First of all, as in any other question, I know it's kind of repetitive by now, but you need to understand that you have to read the question first, underline the keywords, look for the synonyms and paraphrased version of those keywords in your text. So yes, the first point kind of remains the same. You have to first of all read the question, understand what the question is saying, underline the keywords and locate the synonyms and paraphrased versions of those keywords in the text. Alright, this is more or less similar in all kind of questions. Step 1, read and understand the question, underline the keywords, look for the synonyms and paraphrased version of that keyword in the text. This can be done by skimming and scanning through your passage. Second point is follow the word limit or the instructions. This is kind of specific to this particular short answer question type. Here the instructions or the word limit refers to no more than 3 words, no more than 2 words, write only 1 word or number. So you have to adhere or follow the word limit, because let me tell you one thing, if you write more than what is being told to you or instructed to you in your instructions, you would be scored less. So basically, if the question says write in no more than 2 words and you end up writing the answer in 3 or 4 words, let me tell you, you'd be scored 0 on that particular question. So that would turn out to be incorrect even if the answer is correct. So you have to make sure that you take care of the word limit. Here the grammar does not really matter. What needs to be focused is that you write the answer in limited words. Answers come in order. Yes, just like some other questions except for the matching kind of questions, here the answers come in the same order as the text. So basically the questions are given like 21, 22, 23. So if the answer of 21 is in the first paragraph, the answer of 22 would be followed by that answer of 21 in the first paragraph. It would not be above the answer of question number 21. So they follow one particular order. Alright, and the answer to question number 23, if it's in the third paragraph, then the answer to question number 22 will not be in the fourth paragraph, it will be above the third paragraph. So the answers come in order. So this gives you an idea of where you should be locating your answer or your text, where you could find your answer. Fourth, answer according to the text and do not give your opinion. Yes, yet again, reading and listening, both these kind of modules, basically both listening and reading, do not ask you for your opinion. Yes, opinions are asked in your writing and speaking test. In case of your writing, you are giving your opinion in your essays. In case of your speaking also, they're asking you questions and you're answering according to what you feel. Here, in case of your reading as well as your listening, you are not putting your own head into things. You're not giving your own opinion. You're sticking to what the question or what the text is saying. So the text, if it says something, you have to adhere to that. You have to answer what the text is saying and not what you think or what your opinion is. So do not add anything from your own self. Last, you do not have to write complete sentences. Remember, these are short answer questions. Yes, so another do not here is that you do not have to write complete sentences. When I say complete sentences, it means you do not have to start writing if the passage is about some historical event like the independence of India, since the Independence Day is coming up. So yeah, that's probably the example that I have right now. So the independence, it's talking about the freedom struggle of India and the independence of India. And if they ask you this particular question, that when did India get its independence, or when is the Independence Day celebrated, and the answer says, alright, so and the answer says 15th August 1947. So you just have to write 15th August 1947. You just don't have to write a whole sentence saying that India got its independence or the Independence Day is celebrated on so and so date. So you don't have to form a complete sentence. You can simply write 15th August 1947. If it's just asking you for the year, then you just have to write 1947, depending upon the instructions as to how many words it's asking you to answer the question in. So that's about it for this particular question. I'll summarize it once again quickly. So you need to, this one remains the same for all the questions. Please remember this one. So you have to understand what the question is asking you to do, what the question wants out of you, underline the keywords and look for those keywords in the text, but not exactly the same keywords. You have to look for their synonyms or their paraphrased versions in your text. So that becomes your first one. The second one is obviously once you find out or locate those particular sentences where you can find your answer, the next step is to look for the word limit and try to fit in your answer in that word limit. Next, another helpful thing that here comes into play is answers come in order. Yes, the answers come in order. Therefore, if you are not sure where is the answer for a particular question located, if you know where the answer of the question above and below it are located in a passage, you can make out that the answer of the question that you are currently stuck at would be in between those two answers. Alright, next we have to not add any opinion from our side. We have to stick to what the text is saying. Last but not the least, do not have to write complete sentences. It is a short answer question. Keep it short, keep it crisp, just answer what the question is asking you. Do not frame any sentences. That's about it for today's video. It was pretty easy and I hope you guys are learning how the reading questions are to be addressed, and these videos are helping you out. For one-to-one personalized guidance courses over Skype or any other video conferencing platform, we are here to help you out. Please call on the number given below or WhatsApp us on the same number to know further details about the same. However, I have put up a video also which would help you understand what the course is all about, so you can also watch that video. For now, that's about it. Hope you like this video. If so, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel.